I stick with this business because they do have a good service and I know the owner, but I also know that if he took this task off his plate, he would actually make more money. Hey guys, Abby Johnson here with Matterhorn Business Development. Look, I get it. As business owners, we are constantly trying to take things off of our plate, delegate out, be able to do more as the owner, get out of the day-to-day, enjoy some freedom in the business, all that good stuff. And within that, I see a few tasks that business owners tend to hang on to, whether it's because they think they're better at it or they think it's going to save them money to do it themselves or something like that. These are some common tasks I see that I think would be a great start for you to delegate out. Or if you've already started delegating, but you're still hanging on to these tasks, it's time to let them go. If you don't know me, I have worked with over 40 industries to help business owners profitably grow a business. And this is a common theme I see. I've worked with different industries, different revenue ranges, and everyone seems to have similar problems and likes to hang on to similar tasks. So the first one I want to talk about is bookkeeping. Now, I know we want to try to keep our bottom line. I know we want to try to save expenses where we can. I'm all about that. I'm all about profitability, if you didn't know that about me. But there's some things you don't want to skip on. And with bookkeeping, there's a lot of nuances. Even though you don't have to be an accountant or go to college or anything to be a bookkeeper. And yes, anyone at home can learn how to use QuickBooks. It's not like the most complicated software ever. There are concepts and accounting concepts that you do have to have an understanding for. I have this understanding. I didn't go to school for an accounting, but I did learn these concepts and understand them so I could apply them and work in my prior job. But the problem is a lot of business owners don't understand this. All they think bookkeeping is just categorizing income and categorizing expenses. But with general accounting practices and tax codes and things like that, there are certain ways you need to classify certain things. I have seen people recording transfers between bank accounts as expenses. I've seen them put asset purchases in the wrong category because they have to be classified in a certain way. If you have a loan that you're paying on, that needs to be classified a certain way. So you could go take the time to learn how to do this and make sure you're doing it correctly. But really, you can find reliable, good bookkeeping services for a few $100s a month, maybe a couple $100s a month. This is something that really is worth paying out for. It's worth that money because if you're doing it yourself, you could cost yourself a lot of money down the road having to make up and fix the mistakes that you made. So this is not an area to skimp on, just like having a good accountant is not an area to skimp on. So if you're doing your bookkeeping yourself and you have any inch of doubt that you're doing it correctly, I really suggest that you outsource this. Okay, the second thing that you should be delegating out as a business owner is graphic design. I know these days we have something like Canva, which I admittedly use too, that makes it feel like anyone can be a graphic designer for your social media posts or flyers or whatever you need. Yes, Canva is easy to use, but sometimes it can take up your time. Just like with getting bookkeeping off your plate, your time is better spent in your business selling, delivering your product or service if you're still in that area of the business, like you're a medical provider or something like that. You're better off in the business helping it actually grow rather than punching numbers into a computer or designing your latest Instagram post. So that being said, that brings me to the sponsor of today's video, which is Penji. Penji is a graphic design service that is both simple and cost effective. Their service really does make it effortless to keep up with all of your graphic design needs. All you have to do is log in, submit your design request, and your design will be turned around by a real human in 24 or 48 hours. You get unlimited revisions, so they make sure that you're completely satisfied with the end result. And you get all of this for just one flat monthly fee. Now, I want to say, I know we have things like Canva or Upwork and Fiverr where you can go hire someone on the cheap to do your graphic design and stuff, but the cool thing about Penji is these are actually vetted, qualified human graphic designers. So you know that they have been looked over, that they're actually doing the work. On Fiverr and these other sites, you don't know if this portfolio was taken from someone else. You don't know if it was AI or not. You don't know what's happening on the other end of that computer. I actually did a little experiment to try out Penji for myself. As you may have heard, we have a new free community called the Growth Hub for Entrepreneurs. I'm guilty of my own mistake here that I am lecturing you on today, which is I made the graphics for this group in Canva by myself. I was in a rush. I wanted to get it done. I had a vision for what I wanted. So I threw something together in Canva and I was anxious to launch this group, so I launched it. And then I realized that I wasn't really happy. I knew it could be better. What I made was okay, but I knew it could be better. So I tried out Penji. It was really easy. I logged in, I created a project. I showed them what I had previously made and kind of explained that I wanted it to be upgraded and that I wanted, I think it was 5 or 6 thumbnails to be made and for it to match the main branding of the group. So I was able to write out in detail what I wanted, what kind of format I wanted to be able to download these within. Within 24 hours, I got my first draft back. I wanted it to be changed, so I was able to just go in and quickly type in my comments of what I wanted to be changed. Again, within 24 hours, the revisions came back and I was happy. And I think you can see the difference. You can tell the first one looks okay, but the second one looks more professional. I feel better knowing that people are going to be coming into this group and it's going to look professional and well put together now. So really, I think Penji is the best partner you could ask for in design for your business. So if you want to save a ton of time with Penji, click the link in the description to sign up today and make sure you use our promo code Matterhorn. All right, so task number 3 that you should be taking off your plate as the business owner is answering the phones. Look, I get it. You don't want to pay for someone. You don't want to pay for a service. No one's going to answer the phone better than you. But listen, I know someone, he has an over $1 million home service business. He's still answering the phone because someone didn't work out and it's been like a year and he hasn't rehired. And I know for a fact that he is losing leads because he cannot always get to the phone. He's out in the field, he's doing stuff, he's working with employees, he's got children, he's got family. He cannot be answering the phone at all hours of the day. And he has an over $1 million business. He's getting enough phone calls that need to be attended to. And I'm actually a customer of this business as well. And I know that I've had to call and leave messages, and sometimes I don't get a return call as the customer. And I stick with this business because they do have a good service and I know the owner, but I also know that if he took this task off his plate, he would actually make more money because all the leads coming in would guarantee be picked up and answered and attended to. Any upset customers or any customer needs would be met right away. So listen, there are answering services out there that are good quality. You have to vet them. You can hire someone, an introductory person, a part-time person, someone who can answer the phone from home if you don't have an office. This is worth the investment. I'm just telling you, paying someone to pick up your phone for you is going to make you more money. So please look into that and get that off of your plate now. All right, so I hope that you found this video helpful. I would love to see you in our free community growth hub for entrepreneurs. This is a place where you can interact with like-minded business owners. We also have free monthly trainings that are not here on YouTube. They're much longer, more in depth. So make sure you join the community to get access to those. We want to help you win in this game of business. So I hope to see you inside the community.